This is just a simple look that I would usually go for if, again, I'm not trying to do too much, but baby, I ain't never going to do the least. So it's Brittany here, your beauty and lifestyle girl's girl, and welcome to my channel. This is my first long form video on YouTube. Check out my YouTube shorts. I post daily beauty content, and you can also make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at BD Socials. Today, I'm gonna be doing an in-depth tutorial on how to do a makeup, no makeup look. Not every day calls for a full beat. Okay, if you want to do that, be my guest. But me, honey, I don't have the patience and I just don't feel like it. Some days I don't want to do the most, but I am never going to be caught doing the least. So let's get into this makeup, no makeup look. The foundation of your makeup, no makeup look is going to be skin prep. You always want to prep your skin whenever you're doing your makeup, but especially when you're doing a makeup, no makeup look, because your skin should look like it doesn't have makeup on it, right? That's the whole point. So we want to make sure your skin is the star of the show and that there is a radiant, glowy base for the makeup to go on top of. So I'm gonna start with my milky toner. This is the I'm From Rice Toner. As you can see, mama is low because I use this. This is Balm. This stuff is to die for. Like, you can just tell how it instantly gives the skin a boost of hydration, and I can't live without this stuff. I use it every single day. Now, while my face is still damp, I'm gonna go in with my tried and true hydrating toner essence. This is the COSRX Snail Mucin. This is a brand new bottle that I just got because I literally used up my last one. So I'm just gonna press that all over the skin. It just hydrates so well, and I absolutely love it. We are already looking super glowy, so my last skin prep step is my MAC Hyper Real Serumizer. This is a serum mixed with a moisturizer hybrid. This stuff is really good, and I'm almost running out now. But this stuff is really, really good, you guys. Like, it locks everything in, and it just feels so good on the skin. It's super moisturizing, and it just gives that great base for your makeup to sit on top of. So the whole point of this, right, is for my makeup to look like second skin. So we're not going to be using any foundations today. First, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I am in the shade 4 medium. This is a very, very sheer coverage skin tint. I wouldn't even really call it a skin tint. It says on here that it's a glow booster for radiant skin. So while there is pigment to it, it is very, very, very sheer. And as you can see, when it goes on there, it is very liquidy, very hydrating. It's not like matte or anything like that. So it's really just gonna elevate your natural skin and make it super glowy. Just look at that. I'm just blending it in with a brush, and it looks so good already. As you can see, my skin just has a really, really beautiful glow to it. And it literally does not look like I have anything on my face. It just looks like I have this nice radiant glow. All right, now that my skin has this radiant glow to it, I am gonna go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Balm. I'm in the shade 12. This is just gonna add a little bit of natural pigment to my face. I'm not going to be putting on too much. I'm not going to be doing too much. But as you can see, this is a very, very lightweight skin tint that is just going to sort of even out my skin tone, if that makes sense. And I'm going to take the same brush that I blended in the Halo Glow, and I'm just going to blend that in. Super easy, really easy. It naturally melts into my skin. And as you can see, once again, we're not looking cakey. We're not looking like we have on a full face. The base is just giving second skin, and that is exactly what we're looking for. One of my tricks to having a beautiful, glowy makeup, no makeup look is to use setting spray often. So I'm going in today with the Juvia's Place Ready, Set, Sealed, and you're gonna see that I use this during several steps of this routine just to make sure my skin stays dewy, plump, and hydrated. While I'm letting that first round of setting spray sort of melt everything together, I'm gonna go in with a eyeshadow palette and fill in my brows a little bit. Remember, this is a makeup no makeup look, so I'm not gonna be doing too much with my brows. I'm not gonna be sculpting them out or anything like that. To be honest, I never really do that anyway because my brows are naturally pretty full. But for a makeup no makeup look, I'm gonna do very, very moderate, just light strokes with a dark eyeshadow shade to just fill in any sparse areas of my brows. You can barely tell that I'm doing anything. And I just did a little bit too much right there, so I'm just gonna brush it out like new. So just make sure you run a spoolie through it so that it continues to look as natural as possible. Again, you want to make sure you're doing teeny tiny hair-like strokes as opposed to like, you know, like drawing a line or something like that. Because again, that's what's gonna make, girl, you did too much once again. We're just gonna brush that out. One thing I love about this technique is it's really easy to fix. But I'm just gonna do light-handed strokes until we fill in the brows to our desired level. All right, whether we're talking full beat or makeup no makeup, there will never be a time in this lifetime or the next that you'll see me without concealer. I'm sorry. I have under eye bags and dark circles, so like it's a must no matter what for me. But when we're talking about a makeup no makeup look, my go-to is the Fenty Beauty We're Even Hydrating Concealer. And it's for that exact reason. It's hydrating. I am in the shade 240N. And this concealer goes on so liquidy, and that's the reason why I love it. It's so hydrating, it's not matte. So once you see how this blends into the skin, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it gives that very hydrating second skin under eye look, which is great for a makeup no makeup look. All right, I just grabbed my BK Beauty A506 brush and I'm just gonna start blending that out at the bottom. And you can already tell how easy that is to blend, and it just like melts into the skin, you guys. It's so hydrating, and it literally feels like nothing. Like, it feels like I have on no makeup. It's so lightweight, and these are the types of concealers that we need when we're trying to give that natural, not doing too much but never doing the least looks. I'm just gonna drag some of that up into the eyelid for just a little bit of eyeshadow later. It's not gonna be anything crazy. All right, I finished blending that out and look how good that looks. Super hydrated, lightweight, barely there under eye concealer. It is perfect. Now, I've been talking about hydrating products, but that doesn't mean we're not going to use powder. We obviously have to set down this concealer because it's so hydrating that it is prone to creasing. So I'm going to go in with my Sephora Pressed Powder. I am in the shade 15. And we're not gonna bake, okay? Because we're not doing a full beat. We're doing makeup, no makeup, so we're not gonna bake. I'm just gonna grab some of this pressed powder on a powder puff. I'm gonna take my brush and just blend out any last minute creasing. I'm gonna go right in and press, keeping that directly under my eye. And then dragging it up to where we drag that concealer up. And just keeping it right where we put the concealer on our eyelid as well. And look how natural that looks. It's not doing too much. It's not super duper duper bright as if we baked, but it's just enough to set the concealer so you're not looking crazy. All right, I mentioned eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, literally using one shade, this shade right here, from the Honest Beauty eyeshadow palette. Just grab any shade that is close to your skin tone and just sweep it all over your lid. I have a lot of veins that show on my eyelids, so I like to cover those up. But we're not looking to do like an eyeshadow look here, you know what I mean? Like, we're just throwing some shadow that's close to our skin tone on our eyelids so that things look a little bit more put together. See, that's it. All right, for a makeup, no makeup look, we are not going to be contouring, right? Because there's no need for us to look super duper snatched, but we are going to bronze because that way we can have that natural sun-kissed glow. So I'm gonna go in with my Clinique Chubby Stick and I'm just gonna put a little dot in here and a little on my forehead. The point is, we're just not doing too much. And I am taking that same brush from earlier, you guys, and blending that out. I just find that when I use the same brush, it helps blend everything together really well. Look how that little teeny tiny amount kind of brought some life back into my face. All right, now for blush, we're not gonna go for like any hot pinks or any oranges or any purples or any crazy colors because we want to look like a makeup, no makeup look, right? So I'm gonna go in with the She Glam liquid blush in the shade Devoted because this shade is gonna give me just a natural flush. So we're gonna add 2 dots here and here, and here and here. And again, we're gonna use the same brush and just blend that out to give an ever so slight natural flush. Like honestly, I could even go for one more round of that because you can hardly see it. It's so natural. So I'm just gonna build that up just a little bit. We at least want to see the makeup. Okay, there we go. Now we've got that touch of color that kind of just makes us look a little flushed, you know? It's hot outside now, so we got that sort of glow from within. It's time for some more setting spray. And this just helps everything stay dewy and glowy, and it really helps melt the makeup into the skin. While the setting spray is doing its thing, I'm just gonna curl my lashes and go in with my Grande Mascara Conditioning Peptide Mascara. I think that this mascara is one of the most natural ones. I have a ton of mascaras that, you know, do a lot of volumizing and lengthening of the lashes, and I'm not saying that this doesn't, but I also feel like this one is a little less dramatic and it's the perfect mascara for like an everyday mascara or a makeup, no makeup look like this one. Plus, it conditions your lashes as well, which is always a bonus. And because we don't want to do too much, I'm also not going to do too much with my application. So I'm just gonna throw a little bit of mascara on and not do too much. And I think that is perfect. There's no clumping. We have length to our lashes, but they look, you know, pretty natural. Okay, now, ordinarily I would put a powder bronzer and a powder blush over my liquid or cream bronzer and blush. But not today. I'm just leaving those liquid products there because I don't want to look overly powdered, overly matte. I just want that glowy feel to it. So I'm going to leave the liquid products alone. And now all we have left is the lippy. So because this is a makeup no makeup look, the lippy that I'm going for is a My Lips But Better type of combo. And for that, I'm going to go in first with the NYX lip liner in the shade Mauve. And this shade is very, very close to my natural lip color, as you can see, but it still allows me to give my lips some shape and definition. I'll still be able to overline a little bit, as I like to do, but it's not like a deep brown or a really, really pinky pink. It's My Lips But Better. All right, the lip liner is applied and I think that looks gorgeous. For my lip gloss, I'm gonna go in with the MAC lip glass in the shade Candy Box. And this again is just a nice pinky gloss on My Lips But Better shade. I think it's so cute. Look at that. Literally My Lips But Better. And that just goes on real nice. And we are done. This is the final makeup no makeup look. What do you guys think? This is just a simple look that I would usually go for if, again, I'm not trying to do too much. Leave me a comment. Make sure you subscribe to my page for more daily makeup shorts. I'm gonna try to do more long form content as well. And again, you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Beauty Socials for more beauty and lifestyle content. See ya!